What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Coffee Pod. My name is chishazed.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
Woman says relationships where a woman is the breadwinner don't work. And you know what? I agree. But let's check it out.
I don't think it's possible to be in a relationship with a guy and as a woman, you're the more successful person, like you're the breadwinner. I think it might work for a short period of time, but I think after a while, this built up resentment just like it explodes and it becomes super ugly and messy. I've dealt with this twice in my life before with two different relationships, and I don't know, you want to like be there for people and you're like not there in the relationship for the money, but once you start bringing in money and you're buying things for the household, you're buying things for your partner, and they just see the success, it's just, I don't know if it's just like a natural thing for them to just develop this resentment, jealousy, and just like almost like hatred for you for trying to provide nice things for them and for yourself and for the household. And if you guys have kids. Now, I know this is not the case with everyone. I'm just saying, like, 9 times out of 10, this is usually what happens. Like, what sparked me to talk about this is the whole situation with Keke Palmer and the father of her child, how it came out that he's like super abusive to her. He's been physically hitting her in front of the kid. And the baby's only 8 months. So can you imagine what she's been going through since she had this baby? Not even to mention already dealing with postpartum depression, or if she didn't have depression, just postpartum in general, getting your body back, getting your mental back, your sanity, everything that comes with that. And then he's over here in the corner trying to beat on you and bring you down and talk down on you. You guys remember when that Usher thing came out? I can't imagine what the hell that household was looking like at that time. That's crazy. She's obviously the breadwinner in that relationship. Like, and there's nothing wrong with the woman taking care of the household, but there's something extremely wrong with these men who just get resentful.
Now, to kind of use the Keke Palmer situation to justify her point, I get what she's trying to say, but I don't think that would have changed the toxicity within that relationship. And this is what a lot of chicks in these situations do, is they'll say, well, I can't be with the man who doesn't out earn me because men get insecure. And now you're using that example. Let's take that example out of this equation. It's not what this is about. This is about how well do relationships work where a woman is the breadwinner in general. The truth is it's difficult and they generally don't fare well. And there's less to do with the man in those situations and more to do with the lack of respect that you will receive from the woman. I don't care who it is. For most people, and this also goes for men, when you are bringing home the money, when you're the breadwinner, you do have more power. People don't like that word, but that's what it is. And in a lot of situations, women usually resent men who cannot out earn them. Controversial opinion, but I believe if you're in that situation, you want to do what you can to at least make close to as much money as possible as your woman. If you have a woman where you're worried that her out earning you might get in the way of things, it probably will. And if you're somebody who says, you know, my woman earns me and there's no problem, you're the exception to the rule. Let's keep listening.
For it, like, do better. If you want to be the breadwinner, get the f off your and go and do it. Like, I don't see why that part doesn't click. Instead, you resort on tearing down the person that's supposed to be like your partner, the mother of your child, your lover, whatever, because you feel like you haven't like met them at whatever level. You're jealous of their success. Like you're jealous, and it's strange, and it's just like, get them out of here. Like, I'm so happy that a lot of us are waking up to this, because I had to wake up, y'all. I'm gonna tell you a story real quick.
Before she goes into that story, which I'm not sure if I'm even going to play, but I want you guys to really pay attention to this. She said, I'm so glad that I'm waking up to this. Meaning eventually women end up waking up to the fact that, you know what? I don't like a man who doesn't make as much money as me. If she out earns you, they wake up to that fact. And you don't want to be the guy who's got a ring on it, or who's in a serious relationship with a chick who's now losing respect for you because she thinks you earn less than she does. Just avoid that situation. This is why men should focus on their purpose. And guys like to complain. Now, there's some guys who like to complain, not all of them, but they'll say, well, we can't all be high earners. I'm not talking to everybody. I'm talking to everybody who's willing to drink coffee.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
It's not a solution for all men, for sure, because the other side of this, which has been created by Feminism are households and relationships where a woman just has her foot on her man's neck, tells him what to do, runs the whole house, and people somehow survive in that environment. Do you want to go through hell? Is my question to you. Let's keep listening.
A $10,000 check one time from a brand deal. I'm telling my partner, I'm so excited. I'm like, I can finally like move. I can pay rent. I'm so excited. I feel comfortable for like 3 or 4 months. He's like, mm-hmm. Later that night, he's like, you didn't even offer me anything. Offer you anything.
Yeah, why didn't you offer him anything? If men and women are not different, if women can do what men do, then you would do what a man would do in that situation. Men earn $10,000 and think, okay, I can take care of the people around me, especially my woman. If they have a child, they take on that responsibility. But a woman's money is her money, even in a relationship. And that's the difference, guys. You can't believe the tea that's been force fed into everybody's throat. Believe the truth.
This is the same ex that took my debit card and bought me Hostess cupcakes on my debit card for my birthday. Get the out of here. Oh my God. I can't stand these kind of men. And they're so mean to you. They're so abusive. They hate you. They hate everything about you. They can't stand when you get a good thing. They can't stand when success comes your way. Do you ever notice that once you leave these people that you get like so much more stuff? Like you get like blessed from the universe with like jobs, money, like just great opportunities. Like the universe just opens. You're just like, oh, like wow, I just took off these like glasses and I'm like in reality again because this person was preying on your downfall. They wanted you to fail. They wanted you to just suck back down into the same position that they're in because misery loves company. So, like I stated in the beginning, this is not the case for everyone. Some people it really works where the mom or the woman or whatever, they're the breadwinner and the guy stays home. But most of the time it's what I'm talking about right now.
Believe her. Believe most women think like her. And if they don't, might eventually think that way. You are a man. Work. Self-improvement, guys, is key in every area of your life. And to the guys who say, oh, it shouldn't matter what I make. It is in a woman's nature to want a man who provides for her. If you don't accept that, you don't drink coffee. I want her to love me for me. Not going to happen, bro. You don't like life if you don't like the way that's set up. I just got some of these comments. First comment here comes from a woman and says, my mom went through this. Gaslighting, projecting, and pure resentment was insane. He was a janitor and she owned a business. What's crazier? He cheated. Somebody else here says, you didn't even offer me anything. It's crazy as hell. Oh my gosh. But if the man was in a situation where he came up on some money, they would accept that. And guys, I'm not saying that men and women should be the same. I'm saying they want you to think that they're the same, but they are not. Believe actions. Believe the nature of women for what it is and the nature of men for what it is. Another comment here says, I was featured on the Wall Street Journal and told the guy I was dating and he said, cool, and immediately switched the subject. Somebody else here says, it don't work because when you need them, if you lack, they can't help and it overall becomes exhausting. There goes. That's what it is right there. Somebody else here says, yeah, learn this the hard way. In the beginning, they think like it and eventually it flips. I think she meant they think they like it. A woman who can take care of them, pay for their bills. Another comment here says, because now I don't even desire a relationship anymore. Oof. Somebody else here says, I did it. It does not work. In the final response to her video here, somebody says, my ex knew my grandma died around Christmas. He later got mad I didn't get him a Christmas gift and said, but you make so much money, with an angry face. And the other reason I know that men don't think this way, they aren't frustrated when they are the breadwinners in relationships, is because you've never seen a male nurse make a video like this called Dating as a Registered Nurse in California. Let's check it out.
So one of the things that I find challenging about dating as a female nurse is that ideally I would like to date a man that makes more money than me. But as a registered nurse in California, I am the rich man. Being the breadwinner isn't a deal breaker, but like, goddamn, I'm the breadwinner. Like, I don't want to be.
But you fought for it. You fought for more equal pay. You fought to be strong and independent, and you complain about it. Modern women create the problems that they inevitably complain about, right? So people responded back to her video like this chick who says, where are the engineers, finance bros, doctors, etc. at LOL? And here we are again, decreasing the number of qualified suitors who these women think they deserve based on their finances, when we know men don't really care about their finances, but they care. Another comment here says, union trade men, girl, 6 figures, and they can fix things. LOL. This is actually very true. My best friend is a glazer and he works in a union and they make good money. Here's another comment that says, cat lady in the making. And somebody else responded and says, I'm a dog person. Well, cat, dog, same thing. Somebody else here added, you must have just started making money. Let some time pass. You will see that money isn't everything. She says, well, these bills aren't going to pay themselves, Omar. Financial stability is important. But with somebody else who makes a little bit less than her, she can be financially stable with proper budgeting and money management, because it's not about that. It's about a woman's hypergamous nature. You ask women today, and there are studies on this, how much they want their man to make. Ideally, it's like 36 to, I've heard up to like 58% more than they do. Again, there's studies that prove this. She will always want a man who is better than her in the financial department. Another comment here says, nah, because if I'm making that 6-figure RN money and living in California, then why do I still feel broke? Laughing my effing A off, because you're probably out spending more than your means. Here's another comment from another woman that says, did you see the TikTok where the RN married the doctor? With the surprise emoji, she's winning. Again, proving hypergamous nature within the confines of, like, let's say the medical field, which I was a CNA, a nurse's assistant, for a while. There weren't doctors, there were nurses, but in a hospital, for instance, the nurse wants to date the doctor. She does not see the fellow nurse as her ideal partner, right? And the CNA probably looks up to the nurse. And what's below the CNA? The caregiver. Oh, I don't know. Maybe there's no difference between like the caregivers and the CNAs, right? Somebody else here says, no, but she is. Another woman here says, totally valid, especially in this economy. My fiance and I are both RNs, and with 2 6-figure salaries, mortgage, car, I don't know how everyone else is surviving. California's crazy. The actual creator responded back to that chick and says, I used to date a nurse and it was nice having financial stability. And somebody else here says, time to find another nurse. And she says, been there, done that. So what, it wasn't enough? Another guy here says, that's true. I'm trying to provide for my girl, but she's making so much as an RN. Makes me feel replaceable. I know you don't want to hear this, bro, but you just might be. And that's okay, but you can be better. People don't want to hear this stuff, man. People don't want to hear men being held to the fire of go and make more money. Now, is there a time when it becomes delusional? Yes, telling a guy to be a millionaire and expecting every guy to be a 6-figure earner is unrealistic. But for a guy in this position who's in the situation that I was talking about earlier, you're dealing with the woman who out-earns you, there will be problems. You can try to pretend like this does not exist, but it does. In fact, I'm sure you guys can share stories of your own. Do everything you absolutely can to out-earn your woman. Somebody responded back. A woman here says, oh, the actual creator says, you're trying, king, and I respect that. No, she doesn't. Now, are there women out here who earn more than their men and they respect the fact that he's trying? Yes, they are there. But I want you guys to know those women are hard to come by, and they do exist. I've seen that. But I've seen way more women who leave their men, who complain about their men, look down on the men, make their men feel small, even when they are trying their best. We've got another comment here that says, tech guy, doctor, finance bro. She says, where are they at? And that's about it. See, and that's the problem, right? She's going to go to these tech guys and these doctors, and she's going to look at them and say, hey, guys, look at me. I'm an RN. Why should they care about your money? They're not going to. We know they don't. Men don't care about a woman's finances. Yes, it's important that she can take care of herself, but beyond that, it really doesn't matter. They will pick the girl who is a caregiver, CNA, but is highly feminine, can cook, knows how to submit if he's a man that wants that. Nurturing, kind, willing to cooperate and work with the man. He'll pick that woman. That's who you're competing with. But I get it.
You think you're better than everybody in a coffee shop?
You think you're better than everybody in a coffee shop. Guys, listen, as always, I'm curious to know what you think. Leave your comments down below. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.